Oh, do you mind showing us on there? Because I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on our website.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and open it up, and we'll just go from there.
All right.
Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1. Hey, so it's Megan O. I am here behind the scenes with Chance the Rapper for his concert that's going down here at the Chaffetz Arena in like literally a couple of hours. So I just have to pick his brain a little bit. Let's see what he's talking about. So he says that St. Louis is his cousin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
St. Louis and Chicago are cousins.
They really are. A lot of people, as I was telling her, a lot of people from St. Louis go to Chicago all the time. You know, and plus y'all have like a lot of like better shopping experiences than here.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a very similar culture, regardless. Like, it's just you meet people in Chicago and they're from St. Louis and you don't know until
right?
2 months in and on.
Like, you're my cousin.
Right.
Okay, so I was doing my research on you, right? We've been talking about you at the station for quite a while now. You have a really cool background, I think.
Right.
Like, you've worked with Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
All the way down to Twista,
yeah,
to even take it back, and then even on some of your more recent projects, like with the relaunch of MySpace, with with the Schoolboy Q and Pharrell and Mac Miller. So to rewind a little bit, I think it's very interesting that you really like jazz. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've just had like, even more so lately, I've been listening to a lot of older jazz stuff. I was, you know, like really into acid jazz and more like the funk, disco kind of combination for a long time. But now I'm kind of getting more in the, you know, standard and like, you know, like really just like, really what I'm learning from it now is the time signature stuff. Like I'm really into like doing cool time signatures now and incorporating that in rap. So I don't know, yeah, just like I like a lot of different types of music.
No, that's good. No, that's good. That's good. Okay, so what instruments do you play?
Well, right now I'm learning the trumpet.
Okay. I can tell. I can tell.
You can tell I'm learning the trumpet. I've been kind of getting back on my piano lesson stuff when I was younger. I used to play a lot of instruments, violin.
I used to play violin too. Yeah. Hey.
Right? We were band geeks.
Oh, I know. We really were.
We're cool now.
I know. Like, we were really cool then. We just didn't know how cool we were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They really didn't. They really didn't. Speaking of that, I'm gonna show you a video when we're finished. Like, you're the cool one because there's some girls that are out there that have been. They drove from Chicago to see you, and they've been outside since 1:30.
That's great.
I recorded a video. I'll show you about that later.
I just met the cool. Actually, just on a side note, I just met the coolest little kid. Man, I wish I could remember his name. We just met him like 5 minutes ago.
Here
like,
outside?
Yeah, he had to be like 3 years old. Him and his parents pulled up, and you know, he was really excited. He said, "Hi, Chance the Rapper." I just thought that was funny. It's probably definitely the youngest fan I ever met.
Really?
He knew the songs and everything. That was cool.
But that's good, especially like, you know, just kind of piggyback off that. With the type of content you put out, and then to have like a 3-year-old, how does that make you feel? He's really looking up to you.
Yeah, I like it because I like to think that people, you know, digest the music in different ways. A lot of people are there for the rhythm or for the melody or for, you know what I'm saying, just specifically the words, but like attacking all 3 aspects is like really what I'm focused on now. And I see that even without releasing this new material, there's so many different types of fans that, you know, pull out of it for different reasons. You know, it's cool.
And so your first album that you purchased was Kanye West?
Yeah.
College Dropout?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a kid, when I was in 4th grade. That's
okay,
funny.
I know. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm very young. People always bring that up. But yeah, no, Kanye is like, you know, I grew up in the generation that understood what Michael Jackson was and as a force and as a unit, but like there's so many different people that grew up, you know, that grew up around his career and stuff, you know, and there's people that had that like, you know, nostalgic relationship with him where it was like, you know, I know what he did at this point in my life. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, people younger than them, my parents were like, you know what I'm saying, they're close in age to them, so it's like, you know, they remembered Jackson 5 stuff at like on a
like
level
grew up with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how my mom is.
I grew up with Kanye West, so like I mean, like Kanye isn't, you know, we're not the same age, but you know, we're from the same city. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's got videos. He's got the Through the Wire with the Heralds that we used to go to all the time in the video. It's got, you know, it's just a lot of similarities I saw when I was growing up, and I was at such a young age. I think I was very heavily influenced by, you know, music.
Definitely, because when he came out, it seemed like he just came out and like took over.
Yeah, he did.
And then like y'all are from the same city, so it's like by default.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All y'all have the same energy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like your senior year had to have been one of the best years of your life.
Yeah.
Do you think that 10-day suspension, if you wouldn't have had that 10-day suspension, do you think you would be where you are now?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I definitely made music before that. That's the whole thing. I've always been into music. Mm-hmm. I was recording on a lower level, and not on a lower level in terms of quality, but just in terms of how hard I worked.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
you got hungry.
And it was a certain series of events that happened from the beginning of my freshman year till, you know what I'm saying, when I should have been going to college or should have started my freshman year.
Right.
It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I had all of that collectively happening while I was working on this project, and it made me really hungry for it. And I think not just getting suspended, but you know, all the things I went through at that time made that tape happen. So I'm glad that it happened.
I feel you on now. So have you seen those teachers since they tried to knock you?
I've seen a couple of them.
Did you smile in their face? What did you do?
I'm always very gracious, very personable with everybody, but no, I definitely do laugh at them a lot of the time. I'm just cool.
I feel you. Okay, so moving right along to acid rap. How do you feel the success of that how can I explain it? With acid rap, even listed like on the Forbes list of like, you know, one of the mixtapes to look at. Like, I know that you literally, like, had to jump inside. Like, I know you had to have been excited because the fact that this has happened so fast for you.
Yeah. Like,
it really, 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 really is. And, like, people are crazy about you. Like, you have hella followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel with the success from acid rap to, like, where you are now and where you're going?
I think it's all a part of the structure that will eventually be what my life was. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that I do on a daily basis is, you know, kind of writing history to a certain extent, and I've always been in control of it, and I like that. I really like that all the stuff that I went through in making acid rap, you know, and the acid being a very small portion of it, but all the things that were happening through my life at the same time, and coming off of a mixtape and not signing a record deal, because I was getting a lot of offers when 10-Day came out, but it wasn't as publicized because, you know, I wasn't as publicized. Anybody could get signed, you know, everybody gets deals. Yeah, so it was like, I was going through all that stuff, and the decision to make it free again, you know, after like doing 10-Day and all the mixtapes I was making while I was in high school, you know, deciding to give it away for free, I think was a big, like, I don't know, it kind of like set the pace of the rest of my career, because I knew when I was making it that I was making something that was from myself, for the people, for me, from the people. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very universal project, and has something that everybody can like on it. But saying that, I was more involved in the production process on that than I was in 10-Day. But with this project, it's like straight, you know, written music. So I'm like, I've just been like, you know, having these huge sessions. I'm working with the Social Experiment Band, and we're working on their projects, you know, Donnie Trumpet, and, you know, like we've been doing mad writing and, you know, playing on other people's records. So it's been cool. I feel like I'm way more of a musician and an artist now.
You're enjoying yourself.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I know you are. I can tell you trying to be all calm with it. No, it's cool. And then also, like, with living in LA, because you live in LA, right?
I did.
You did? Okay.
I'm back all around.
You are? Yeah. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that just being in LA alone has a lot of just influence.
It definitely did. It was an awesome experience while I lived there. I got to make some great music, meet some amazing artists and talented musicians, and everybody's been super hyped about our project. Because the thing about the Social Experiment is that it's not just me, Donnie Trumpet, Peter Cottontail, Nate Fox. It's everyone that's helped so far. So when we did our Arthur cover, like, that was a project that took like 3 months, and it started in LA and and we recorded in London and Chicago and just all types of places, and built that song for so long. And all the people, Wyclef Jean, Elle Varner, Jesse Ware, Francis and the Lights, all those people are Social Experiment. They've been working on the project, but
for a while.
Yeah, so it's sick to just, like, you know, work with a lot of different people. And, you know.
Yeah, Elle is real cool. She stopped through St. Louis. I love Elle Varner. I know. And it's cool when you meet people who, like, artists that are genuinely cool and not just put it on the face.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
No, she's a very genuine.
She
nice
really
person.
is. I know. I like Elle. Okay, so I don't know if you know, Common will be here tomorrow for like a Peace Fest concert.
Okay.
He decided to donate his services,
Yeah.
you know, and perform. How do you feel about the Mike Brown situation that's going on in Ferguson?
In all honesty, that's like such a big question in such a short interview, but you know,
what would you like people to know in St. Louis? I mean, and then worldwide, but really, like, it's just crazy because, like, this is my hometown, like,
yeah.
Wow. But anyways,
But
what do you feel, especially for our generation, because we're younger, we don't have anybody that's really, that we can follow. What would you suggest to them? Because it's like the lost being led.
It's such a universal problem, and a lot of the times I have I wouldn't even say an issue, but a responsibility of talking as a black man. And with that being said, there's a lot of things that need to change, like, you know, totally, wholly as a society, like, you know, but you know what I'm saying, like with the man, there's so many things.
I know.
You know, I'm very highly opinionated, very.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
I know.
Black nationalist shit. Like I'm like I have a lot of things, but really, like, I just want if everybody could, you know, just try and live a happy day. Like, you know what
That's
I'm
all
saying?
you can do.
You only get a few days. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you can, like, try and be nice to people. You know what I'm saying? Love each other and don't, you know, get caught up in our differences.
You're right.
If this was just, you know what I'm saying, me speaking, you know, in a room of people that I fuck with, like I you know what I'm saying, I'd have a lot of different things to say because, like I said, I have to speak as a black man. It's my responsibility. But you know, my music is universal and you know, so this being a music interview, I just want to say everybody chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody, you know, just try and work towards making shit better.
Yeah, there's traps being set up there, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to you though. What can we expect tonight?
Man, just expect an amazing show. Like we do great shows, you know what I'm saying? Like from the band to the you know what I'm saying, production and lighting to, you know what I'm saying. Obviously, my brother Travis is here. Travis Scott's here tonight. So whenever we do shit together, we turn it up.
You just have fun.
We get wild. And I don't know. It's just to expect an experience.
I feel you.
It's gonna be sick.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for it. St. Louis is excited for it. Everybody's excited for it.
I'm hyped for it.
Thank you for allowing me to interview you.
Thanks for the
I appreciate it. And the only one thing that I do want to do is we gotta do an Instagram video.
Okay.
Can we do that? Can you handle it in 15? What is it? 12 or 15 seconds?
I got you. 15.
Okay, cool.
You don't use Instagram a lot.
I do too. I just go. So basically, all that we're gonna do is just do whatever. Basically, letting people know to meet you here for your concert. Boom. Hi, St. Louis. Whatever. Okay. So whenever you're